I gotta concentrate when I'm doing that. Thank you.
I gotta go this world. When you go back here,
oh, now let me tell you something that's worth it. Pay the money. I mean, go get a ticket, a reserve spot, and go up in the.
That's what they said.
Yeah, it's free. Get it. Do it. Do it. It's awesome. It's awesome. Yeah, that's a really cool thing. I was very pleasantly surprised.
Sorry.
To go up in the Washington line.
Yeah, I want to go there.
Freedom Eagle USA says
Whoa,
yes.
today, see, the helicopter 3. Have you seen that? Stephanie, Jennifer says Biden.
Okay, where are my moms?
I don't think so.
Oh, Tracy, please tell me no. Hold on, I'm getting rid of all the.
Then I want to get this tomorrow too.
Tracy, can you hit me up? Can you hit me up in email? Yeah, it was.
Because I get to see it today. It's very impossible to get out looking at things. We only got 20 minutes to it.
Yeah, pray for their souls. It's really sad. Hi Lana, hi Kay, hi Glenn, hi Jerry. Well, apparently we've got a bunch of satanic jerks in here, so they had to go. Or fools, I should say, fools. I don't care who did it, honestly. I don't care. I think it's horrible. And I heard that there's video of AP doing stuff too, so it's like, I don't really care. They're all wrong. And they're all going to suffer, and it's just stupid. They're absolutely the biggest fools in the whole world. Anyone who worships Satan is the biggest fool in the whole world.
Yes. Yes, yes. I want to get there tomorrow.
Hey, McFly.
Right up here for 8:45. Parking, I was late. Hour ahead. I was 8:45. So,
Okay, I think we're good.
not 9. I'll be there in 45. And I was told by whoever be yes, that the person was going to jump out. I will be there tomorrow. The other thing I'm not very happy with the tourism company is that you only got
Oh my gosh, I've moved all over the place. I'll move again if I have to. Definitely, I've been moving. Hi, Dwight.
So yeah.
I've been moving all over the place. I've been in DC all day long, and okay, well, I just deleted them. I know. Franny had a great birthday. Hey, USA gal. Yeah, it's gonna buffer you guys, and when y'all tell me that it's buffering, I already know. My phone lets me know, so we're all just kind of suffering through it together. It is annoying, isn't it?
Yes, it is very nice.
It is extremely annoying. I just feel bad when y'all tell me it's buffering. There's nothing I can do about it. It makes me sad.
Yeah, it's buffering really bad.
Oh my goodness. How are you, Dwight? I'm so glad. You're certain way, so I'm not going to dive into that. I'll just do whatever you tell me to do. Here we go. I can help with that. seriously, do not touch the Bible. Leave it. Just leave it. That's bad religion. Yeah. It does not belong to us. What? It belongs to the Satanists that came in on my troll. They set this here. Don't touch it. It's bad mojo.
Yeah, we'll talk to that later.
They're just looking for content, so we're not gonna play. You know what I'm saying? Whatever they did to that Bible,
It looks like a hotel Bible.
will just make us angry, and so I'm not touching it.
I'm not
What's
there
like
either.
Gideon's Bible. Didn't they make a song about that? Rock you raccoon walked into the room.
That is ridiculous.
Only 2 times Gideon's Bible.
What's the point of it?
Hello, hello. I guess ours is allowed to them, so.
Where's the cops don't do anything about that? When do you see it?
Have you been to Jesus for the cleansing power? Are you washed in the blood of the Lamb? Are you fully trusting in His grace this hour? Are you washed in the blood of the Lamb? Are you washed in the blood, in the soul cleansing blood of the Lamb? Are your garments spotless, are they white as snow? Are you washed in the blood of the Lamb? Are you walking daily by the Savior's side? Are you washed in the blood of the Lamb? Do you rest each moment in the crucified? Are you washed in the blood of the Lamb? Are you washed in the blood, in the soul cleansing blood of the Lamb? Are your garments spotless, are they white as snow? Are you washed in the blood of the Lamb? spotless are they, white as snow. Are you washed in the blood of the Lamb? Are your garments spotless are they, white as snow? Are you washed in the blood of the Lamb?
Bryson, I love your music, but your comments are a little homophobic, and I'd really appreciate it if you made a song supporting the LGBT community.
Hi. I like liberty, I like guns, love my Bible, I like Trump. If the people won't smoke, tell them this ain't what they want. Hey, God got my back, homie, I can never front. Hey, God got my back, homie, I can never front. I like liberty, I like guns, love my Bible, I like Trump. If the people won't smoke, tell them this ain't what they want. Hey, God got my back, homie, I can never front. Hey, God got my back, homie, I can never front. I can't go mainstream, I can never be controlled. I can lose every friend, but I never sell my soul. Gotta go against God for a little bit of dough. Seen it with my own eyes if you ask me how I know. And support LGBT or I'm causing division. You might want to turn my album on, just sit back and listen. And they try to say I switched up. Boy, no I didn't. I can spell it out for you if you paying attention. Hey, the L for liberty, not lesbian. And the G, hey, that's for my favorite weapon. You know the B is for the book that get them blessings. And the T for Trump, you know I'm MAGA stepping. And they try to cancel me like how many times? Weapons formed against me won't prosper, you wasting your time. Hey, why can't I just say what's on my mind? I'ma do it anyway, cause y'all ain't blocking my shine. I like liberty, I like guns, love my Bible, I like Trump. If the people won't smoke, tell them this ain't what they want. Hey, God got my back, homie, I can never front. Hey, God got my back, homie, I can never front. I like liberty, I like guns, love my Bible, I like Trump. If the people won't smoke, tell them this ain't what they want. Hey, God got my back, homie, I can never front. Hey, God got my back, homie, I can never front.
I can never front, hey, I just got me blunt. Hey, how are you a man and tell me it's that time of month? Hey, y'all done lost your minds, be living in the end of times. You got a mama for a daddy, and your daddy is the white. Weird, yes, you can be gay and be conservative, but I am not gonna jump up on that train, I'm a preservative. Preserving Christian values, he's the king, there's no alternative. So I'ma be the one to shout it loud, cause it's my purpose, kid. Hey, hey, Bryson, man, this song is way too easy. The subject matter batter up, I'm swinging for the feezy. LGBTQ is fake love and they a bunch of sleazies. And I know that they gon' hate me, man, the truth is not appeasing. I do this with my eyes closed, I gotta let them have it. You're pissing in the wind and you will never get the rabbit. How you looking at another man and you just wanna smash it? Man, you better give your soul to God, the devil trying to snatch. Hey, hey, I'ma spray, make a way, let the chips fall where they may. I'm not rude, God is truth, why you listen to the gays? I got the news, I got the proof, and my position will not change. I got the vision on a mission, he is risen, give him praise. Tell your kids that Satan getting busy. They're gonna tell you something that he could be in love with Billy. You better let it go, I let it flow, and I will never slow my roll. I support the LGBTQ, hey Bryson, let them know.
I like liberty, I like guns, love my Bible, I like Trump. If the people won't smoke, tell them this ain't what they want. Hey, God got my back, homie, I can never front. Hey, God got my back, homie, I can never front. I like liberty, I like guns, love my Bible, I like Trump. If the people won't smoke, tell them this ain't what they want. Hey, God got my back, homie, I can never front. Hey, God got my back, homie, I can never front.
For those of you that think that gospel music has gone too far, you think we've gotten too radical with our message. Well, I got news for you. You ain't heard nothing yet. And if you don't know, now you know. Glory, glory! You better put some hands together and act like you know up in here. GP! Put your hands together. Come on. Like I got some church up in here. Come on. To the more than a conqueror. Can I get a witness up in here? Put your hands together. Put your hands together. Come on, let's take a look. If you don't mind, I feel like having a little something here. The devil is alive because things of a stop once another level. Come on, so, can you help me that?
When I think about the goodness and the fullness of God, make me thankful, pity the hateful, I'm grateful. The Lord put me through this far. I'm trying to be cute when I praise Him, raising high. I keep it live, beat bumping, keep it jumping, make the Lord feel something. Ain't no shame in my game, God's property. Getting big with her, can't stop me. Next song.
jumped from riding his bus. Right. He's not dead. Right. I mean, that's where I was. And it's just like, how did I was looking for gas for the bar. I mean, it's just like crazy. And I went in our tandem, but there were so many people around that would have had a problem with that. Isn't that crazy?
well, we'll pray after this. That is on time tonight.
Hello, hello.
How are you, Matt?
Doing good. As good as can be expected. How are you guys doing out there?
We are well, just enjoying this beautiful evening. Nice, peaceful, patriotic evening.
Yes, that's my favorite kind of evening.
Yes. And for all of the live streamers, this is Matt DeSilva.
That's me.
Matt. We love you, Matt.
Otherwise known as inmate 385960. Yeah, so some interesting news today. I've been reading some of the coverage about Ray Epps' plea deal. I can't find the judge's name in any of them. That's weird. But
Judge
the weirdest... Oh, really? Bosberg?
Yeah.
The chief of all the judges. The guy who's like the head honcho there.
Yes.
oh, okay. Sure, that was completely random. He's also one of the guys. He's also one of the guys who was working the FISA court.
Yes.
Right? Because these judges also run the FISA court. They take turns, but he was running the FISA court, or he was in the FISA court when the Russia collusion nonsense was going down, and he personally signed off on. Well, actually, I don't know that. I don't know if he actually signed off on some of those FISA warrants, but none of them were valid because none of them were based on real information. They were all made up, and in large part, the information was made up by the FBI, and the FBI knew either that they had made it up or that the people they were getting the information from were liars, so or making it up. So, oh wow, what a coincidence! Bosberg in charge. And he's the one doing Ray Epps. Oh wow, what an amazing coincidence! Wow, we'll just have to chalk that up to the amazing coincidences that have sort of collected around Ray Epps so far. One of the amazing things about his coverage, though, is that it's Orwellian doublethink. The fact that we are expected to believe that Ray Epps is a poor victim of quote-unquote right-wing conspiracy theories, while at the same time ignoring that his charges means that he's one of us and we're all hated right-wingers, right? How do they square that circle? They're like, well, isn't he an insurrectionist like the rest of us? But he's not. So he's not being treated as an insurrectionist like the rest of us, and he's getting all this special treatment. And it's like they can't see the contradiction themselves. They are presenting to the country this massive contradiction and how Ray Epps is being treated, how he's being charged, how he's likely going to be sentenced. Even in the media, they can't see it. And that's really, I mean, that's strange. That's like walking up to someone who is hypnotized into thinking they're a chicken and not being able to explain to them that they're not a chicken.
Right.
How can you not see the inherent contradiction in those facts? But I don't know. And then you had Merrick Garland. So Epps was arrested yesterday, like 2.5 years into this January 6th. You know, we're in the middle of season 3 of January 6th. No one's watching it anymore. So they arrested Epps yesterday, and then Merrick Garland testified today. Well,
I don't think that Ray Epps was arrested. I think he was indicted.
He was indicted. That's right. Well, that's still an amazing coincidence, is it not?
It is. It's a very shocking coincidence.
the day before, Mary Garland has to go before Congress and talk about how not biased his DOJ is. The day before, Ray Epps gets indicted. Well. Doesn't that beat off? No, nothing suspicious going on here at all.
Right.
But I wish I had seen more of Mary's testimony today. He did get in some tantrums when he got personally offended about the whole religious prejudice thing. I didn't know that was a valid form of defense. If I could have pleaded that I was offended by the charges in my case, I think I would have. I said, how dare you? How dare you? With my family background, sir. It's just like you're a lawyer, dude. You know that's not a defense. Being offended. Come on, Mary, step it up.
Come on, Mary.
That was.
Well, here's
more
to be annoyed about Ray Epps. So now that he's been arrested, now that he's been charged. Sorry, it is technically they say charged. His defamation lawyer came out and is saying now that he's been charged, Fox News would have called him a hero if he would have been charged earlier. So now they're like legitimizing his lawsuit against Fox.
That doesn't even make any sense either, because I actually just was watching the Tucker Carlson interview earlier today, the first time he ever discussed or even mentioned Ray Epps' name. And he said in that interview, I don't know anything about this man. I don't know if any of these allegations are true or not true. I know nothing. If your name is Ray Epps and you'd like to come on our show and explain any of this, feel free. Contact our producers. So
this lawyer says it cost Ray Epps. This lawyer says it cost Ray Epps his livelihood and safety. They can kiss my ass.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
His livelihood and safety. How dare they? And all this is, and Tammy's right, she said it this morning, this is just a spit in the face to the Jan Sixers, and they're just rubbing it in our faces. Honestly, screw them.
Yeah, this is they want to say, see, equal justice. See, there's equal justice.
Yeah.
But it's not equal justice. He's been charged. Where's the SWAT team at his house? Why are there not lasers pointed at his wife and his children and his fucking dog?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me right now?
Yeah. And what's the story behind What's the story behind his picture being on the Most Wanted website and then mysteriously being taken down days later?
Oh, Mary didn't have anything to say about that.
Pattern, yeah. Well, so Julie Kelly today pointed out that there's very little information with this particular case. All of us, you can go into public records and you can look at the statement of fact, look at pictures of our house, the surveillance photos and everything that everyone said, and all of the charges and the details behind the charges and why the charges are being brought up, and just who they interviewed. And well, they don't give names a lot of times for these interviews, but none of that for Ray Epps. So we've got this opaque sort of secret trial almost going on for Ray Epps. Oh, and by the way, a lot of times these Skype hearings, they're not open to the public, right? I mean, if you're lucky, you can get a link, but you have to be a member of the press, and that's limited, right? That I guess they get to decide who's the press and who's not. So they don't hand out Skype links for these hearings all the time to anyone who wants.
Hearings are supposed to be, you're supposed to be able to hear them in the courtroom, even if it's telephonic. You're supposed to be able to sit in the courtroom and hear it. And I don't know if that took place today in his, plea agreement. I don't know, because I wasn't in the courthouse. I've been to
few hearings where the judge was obviously not taking the call in the court, in the courthouse. I mean, not in the courthouse, but like in the actual court.
Right.
He's obviously taking the call in his office, as you can tell from the background.
Right. Well, when Brian goes to court telephonically and everybody else is telephonic, it's only me, the court reporter, and his attorney sitting in the courtroom.
Huh.
Yeah,
Well,
the judge isn't there. I have no idea where everybody else is.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
I did not know that. Well, that will be interesting to see. I guess Reyes is done then. So he pleads. He did his plea deal, and the only thing coming up next is the sentencing. And I'm pretty sure
that'll be day after tomorrow.
I think
December 20th. They put that one off a bit. Maybe his PSR has to come back.
Yeah. Well, December 20th. You know, they didn't want to hold him past Christmas. That's what I noticed when I saw that. Oh, good. He gets to go through the entire process in like a few weeks, a few months, and he's done.
Yeah.
Like that's not been my experience. I arrested in July 2021, and you know, I've been here since July this year, and I don't know when I'm going to be able to get out of this place. Honestly, I'm supposed to have a sentencing hearing, but I mean, you got all these crazy COVID rules.
Right.
So, I don't know how that's going to go down. But it's nice. It's nice. Reyes gets the Christmas special. So I can't believe.
Maybe we'll find his information on Patriot Mail Project.
Yes, we can send them some nice warm-hearted letters. And actually, I do get some really nice letters, and I do want to thank the people for writing to me. I can throw out like one name, maybe Cynthia is the first name. I don't want to get you like arrested by the FBI or anything, but yeah, lots of good mail coming through. I really appreciate it. Sometimes I get transcripts from the internet or interviews, and I eat those up. Because I don't normally have access to, well, I don't really have access to that. If someone puts it on TV or if someone on the radio mentions it, I might get a snippet of it. But I'm used to, like, in my old life, just being able to look stuff up and watch full-length interviews however I needed to. And I can't do that in the internet. I mean, in the jail, because we don't have internet here. So
right.
I really appreciate stuff like that. It gives me access to stuff I normally don't have access to.
So, Glory B, who's one of our live streamers, asked a question, and she said, "So, what exactly can you use your tablets for?"
That's a really, really good question. So I can use it for calling, because as long as you have a headphone, like a plug-in headphone with a little microphone on it, you can use it for calling. That app is free, and then there are two other like sections on the tablet, and when you turn it on, you have to choose. When you log into it, you have to choose which section you're going to. One section it costs you 3 cents a minute. And with that, you can watch some movies. You can play some games like Sudoku. And that's also where the texting happens. So when I text, if I'm on that text app...
You have 1 minute remaining.
It's 3 cents a minute. And then there's a 5 cent a minute space that you can log into as well. And that's everything I just mentioned, plus it's got like premium games like Candy Crush, that kind of thing. Some guys like the Candy Crush. I get to like level 5 and I'm done with it. It's too hard.
So anybody who had a beef about them having tablets, there you go.
All right. Well, thank you for explaining that because a lot of people were just curious.
Yeah. There's no internet. There's no browser or anything like that.
All right. Well, we're about to get cut off, and I hate that lady cutting us off. So, we will hear you at the anthem, and we'll talk to you again tomorrow night.
Thank you, Matt.
All right. See you guys then. Thank you, everyone.
God bless you, Patriot.
God bless you.
Good night.
Wow.
Bye.
So it's like you can go brain dead on the tablets, apparently.
Yeah, they can watch. They have access to a couple of apps like they have access to Real America's Voice, and then like MSNBC, CNN, and then like Epoch Times. They have access to. Gateway Pundit. They have access to. So I think that there's an equal amount of lefty, righty, leaning stuff. Maybe even a couple neutral, in the middle of the road things as well. I'm not really sure about that, but I know that they have access to that kind of stuff. And then they have access to, like he said, some movies and TV shows, like comedy stuff and whatever. But yeah, so
like 5 cents a minute, and if it's like a 2-hour film, that's, what is that?
yeah, she's asking me questions I don't know, y'all.
That's like $6.
Yeah, it's anywhere. It could be anywhere between like $6 and $10
Yeah, that could add up.
per movie. Yeah. So that's what they use their tablets for. If anybody would like to help them with their tablets, especially with COVID coming up and all the stuff that they get to do, which is nothing. It's just sit in their cell and be bored all day. You know, they appreciate that a lot.
Because they need commissary. That comes to their commissary, right?
No, the tablets are separate from their commissary. They can put money onto their tablet from their commissary, but not vice versa. Like if somebody puts money on their tablet and they want to change it from their tablet, it doesn't go from tablet to commissary.
Okay. So when you go to donate commissary, sorry, I got that. When you go to commissary, you can choose to put money on a tablet from that area.
When you go to donate money for commissary, it goes to their commissary, and they can choose. They choose whether they want to put it on their tablet or save it for food or whatever. So that's how that works.
Okay, so hopefully that answered everybody's
Clarifications.
Awesome, thank you. Well, because fear of the unknown and it doesn't happen. So if people know what's happening, then they might do it. And they do need help, y'all. They're running short on commissary this month, and that means phone calls and everything.
Yeah. Mega gang, cat gang, same thing. Mega gang, cat gang, same thing. Look, yeah. If you don't like this country, you can leave. If you don't like this country, you can leave. They talk about socialism, please shut up. They say keep it PC, but now I'm about to cut up. Black, white, and brown, I'ma still call you my brother. And if you a woman, you a daughter, you a mother. I support the real, I don't care about your color. Say the truth, like they trying to take our freedoms from us. We got our Baghdadi. Tell Miss Clinton this is not no Benghazi. It's crazy watching Democrats offend Soleimani. Telling people that I strapped up, so don't try me. They trying to take your guns. Control the flow of information. They feeding you fake news. That's how they started the nation. Now your kids supporting terrorists. They should support our nation. And if you don't like this country, get out, stop procrastinating. If you don't like this country, you can leave. If you don't like this country, you can leave. They talk about socialism, please shut up. They say keep it PC, but now I'm about to cut up. Black, white, and brown, I'ma still call you my brother. And if you a woman, you a daughter, you a mother. I care about who real, I don't care about your color. Say the truth, lie, they trying to take our freedoms from us. You can leave. Cardi B, you can leave. T.I., you can leave. Colin Kaepernick, you can leave. Tell Bernie Sanders he can leave. If I know more, you can leave. Tell AOC that she can leave. Same thing with Rashida Tlaib.
Steve likes to come and smile at everybody. You got your pretty polling days to get to California. That was fast. That's awesome. Oh, I'm so glad you got it. Thank you, Beverly. That was a different one for me, wasn't it? So pretty.
Sometimes I fall.
And then I've got hopefully an email from Tracy because I'm
my knees and pray.
Tracy's
Come, Jesus, come. Let today be the day.
I've had a lot of brain confusion this week. I'm not sure why.
Sometimes I feel like I'm gonna break, but I'm holding on.
I got these in the mail Monday
To hope
evening. Mom and
it
Dad
won't
spent some
fade.
mail in this My Humble Heart toolkit up to me.
Come, Jesus, come. We've been waiting so long for the day you return to heal every hurt and right every wrong. We need you right now.
I've never done it before. I guess it was bound to happen sometime.
Come and turn this around. Deep down I know this world isn't home. Come, Jesus, come. Come, Jesus, come. There'll be no war. There'll be no change when Jesus comes. Let today be the day. Come for the weak and the strongest say, and all will believe in the power of His name. And come, Jesus, come. We've been waiting so long for the day you return to heal every hurt and right every wrong. We need you right now. Come and turn this around. Deep down I know this world isn't home. Come, Jesus, come. Come, Jesus, come. One day you come and we'll stand face to face. Come and lay it all down, 'cause it might be today. The time is right now. There's no need to wait. Your past will be washed by rivers of grace. Come, Jesus, come. We've been waiting so long.
There should be a million on here supporting. Absolutely. Thank you. That being said, please remember to share out. We've got to grow this community. All right, you guys, we're going to pray. Let's do. I need some prayers.
Come on, y'all.
So we're going to have a word. Who's online?
Chris Quaglin.
Chris, join us in our prayer.
Oh. Oh, yeah, right. It's like,
all right.
Welcome.
Okay.
Welcome, Chris, right?
Amen. Come, Jesus, come. Yes, Father, we wish your presence is with us, with every J6ers, wherever they are. And we pray that you will be their shelter in this storm, the storm of injustice and unrighteousness, of lies and all this confusion that they try to create, so that we will not know what is true, but you will cut through all that, so that we know truth, and we seek out the truth, and truth will set us free. Father, we thank you this evening as we gathered here with every one and with every J6ers in spirit. We just ask this in your holy name. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Hey, Chris, how are you?
All right, how's it going?
Yes,
I figured I was on a roll, and I started jotting down things because I'm supposed to meet with my lawyer today. We'll see if that happens. But I think tomorrow. But so I I started jotting down a little humor. So I'm going to do a quick skit. It's this is not Chris Quagla now. It's officially Chris Ray. So it's called Facts from the FBI with Chris Ray, and I am Chris Ray, and I'm your host for this evening. And obviously, fact number one is January 6th was a total insurrection. Just like Flint's water is perfectly fine to drink, the FBI didn't use the Patriot Act to gather information on U.S. citizens in recent years, especially after January 6th. Don't worry, guys. That goes for you too, Congress. Hunter's laptop is 100% Russian disinformation. Merrick Garland would have made a fine U.S. Supreme Court justice. There is no two-tiered justice system in the United States of America. It just doesn't exist. January 6th wasn't a setup to make sure Donald Trump couldn't run for president in 2024. There were also no FBI agents in the crowd either. COVID-19 came from bat soup. Everybody knows it. You're a xenophobe. The mainstream media is fair and completely unbiased. Joe Biden totally won the 2020 election fair and square. There was no proof of voter fraud in the 2020 election. Joe Biden was the most popular president of all time. Sniffing little girls is totally okay and socially acceptable if you're the big guy. That cocaine could have came from anywhere.
Anywhere.
It could have been anyone. It could have been anyone. It was probably left over from the previous administration anyway. Corn Pop is totally real. He was a real bad dude. Everyone has 20 shell companies. There's nothing weird about this at all. What $20 million? There's nothing to see here. It's all made up. Right-wing conspiracy theory. Dr. Fauci handled COVID-19 perfectly. All of the January 6ers are getting fair and unbiased treatment and can absolutely get a fair trial in D.C. The judges are not suppressing evidence and working with the FBI. Trust me on this one. Reyes did nothing wrong. He's totally not a CI for the FBI either. And last but not least, parents have no reason to be alarmed. If you don't like what the public school says is right, you might be a terrorist. Don't worry, we'll check into it. And just so you don't know, or just so you don't know, I'm sorry, you might be a terrorist, you just don't know it. Just like you didn't know your little 8-year-old girl is really a boy. You're welcome. And those are facts from Chris Ray. So if you don't like it, Trump 2024, baby.
Trump 2024, baby. So just to let you know, Chris, your letter last night was transcribed. It's already all over social media. It's been shared multiple times on many platforms. Just to let you know, it was put out.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much. I think it would, hopefully it'll make some people smile across this great land we have. Almost as much as, in a year and a half we'll all be smiling, but doesn't mean we can't stop fighting. So.
Right. Yeah, we definitely, now's not the time to stop fighting. We have to pick up the pace.
Yeah, we do. And you guys need to, not you guys, but everyone out there just needs to keep your eyes open. Keep spreading the word. A lot of people don't even realize that, that this is still going on. Mainstream media certainly doesn't report it. It might be a shot in a ticker somewhere, but I don't know. This is so bad. Everything that's happening is worse than everyone thought that it could possibly be. And hopefully people are starting to open up their eyes. Does anyone know what actually happened with the, I know a judge canceled the New Mexico 30-day ban on guns.
Mm-hmm.
Did that judge's ruling stay, or?
I believe it did, but I don't think it would have mattered because the sheriffs in New Mexico said that they weren't going to uphold that executive order as it was unconstitutional.
Yeah, well, I mean, don't worry. It's soon to be on the federal level because Joe Biden has I never thought that Joe Biden would actually have the cojones to start a gun violence task force. So what? He's just going to arrest a bunch of Democrats? I'm confused.
Yeah, I don't think we need a gun violence task force for sure. There's a lot of other things that we could be task forcing, but we know that gun laws do not prevent gun violence. We know that criminals create gun violence, and that you can, write as many laws as you want. For instance, here in DC is a gun-free zone. How many gun violence happenings are there every day here? You know what I mean?
Oh, that's fake. That's fake news. Come on.
Yes,
There's no gun violence in DC.
Yeah, a little 8-year-old girl was shot to death the other day during a carjacking that went horribly awry. But nothing to see here, people.
Yeah, no, nothing at all. I don't understand what Joe Biden's big. His son just gets arrested with a gun, finally, and now he's going to start this gun violence task force. And it's like, all right, so who are you actually going to be arresting?
Right.
Well, you're going to be arresting the criminals.
Law-abiding gun-holding citizens.
Yeah,
that's who they're going to be arresting.
That's the whole point. Like, the only people who you should be arresting is the criminals. But you're going to do exactly what, just like what the FBI tried to do with me. The FBI, so the FBI arrests me, right? And they get downstairs, and the first thing that they want to do, my wife opens up the door for them, says that they can't come in. They come in anyway. They say a search warrant's on the way. And they're like, where's the room to the basement? So they go back downstairs, and they get the room to the basement. They go down, and they're like, where's the gun room? So they go in there. They're like, where are all the guns? Sorry, Chris sold them. So then they went through and they found 2 handguns, which were illegally purchased, everything else, right? And they're like, well, we don't understand why Chris would have sold this long gun and not sold his short guns, his pistols. Well, because I live in a communist state, and at the time you have to have a permission slip to buy a pistol, and you can't just sell a pistol from one person to another. You have to go through an FFL and blah 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 blah. And you can't even just go through the FFL. You have to go sell it to the FFL, and then the FFL has to sell it to the individual. So I couldn't sell it legally. So I had my 2 handguns. But what did they do? Oh, FBI, no, we don't care about your 15-round mags. We don't care about your 30-round mags. No, we don't care about those. Oh, but the 2 state troopers were parked around the corner from my house, just hanging out, waiting for the FBI to do their search of my house, trying to find a 15-round mag, because in New Jersey, we went from 15 rounds down to 10 rounds about 2 years prior to my arrest, and or a year prior to my arrest. And they sat, they literally had, Murphy had all of these like mailboxes almost of like, hey, you can ditch your 15-round magazine in here, no charge, and no questions asked and whatever. Just feel free just to drop them in the box.
Right.
Because otherwise it was 10 years per magazine. Well, there's no way that a gun-toting Trumper would ever, obey the laws, but sure enough, they only found 10-round magazines because, I'm a law-abiding citizen. So those are my point is, those, long story, but those are the people that they're going to try to get with this violent task force.
You have 1 minute remaining.
It's not going to be the people from D.C. running around, it's going to be the person who protects themselves in their house, from someone, and they're going to say, oh, well, you could have ran out the back door. No, there's 4 of them. Well, they didn't have a gun. Well, I didn't know that. There's 4 of them.
They're in my home now. It's my rules.
Yeah. Unfortunately, those are the people that they're going to go after.
Yes, my stuff is more valuable than any other person's life. If you come in my house, I promise you it's on.
Yep. I'd rather be tried by 12 than carried by 6.
Yeah.
So anyway, guys, listen, God bless, and thank you for letting me partake in the prayer and the Pledge of Allegiance.
Thank you for you.
We were so close to getting away without Greta, but there she was. So, anyways.
I'm not sure who's saying something like that. That's just crazy. Remember when we're on trying to double our tags. Yeah, who's Dr. Shiva?
Dr. Shiva?
Yeah.
Jerry will be here in a day or 2 and tell you all about him.
Yeah, Jerry's like talking about him right here.
I've been waiting for breakthrough. I've been praying for change. I know you work it out for good, but how long will it take? I've been asking for healing, and I'm not gonna die. I'm ready for the miracle, God, let it be this time. But if I never see the promise, I'll be sad. taught me to trust you. You show me how to believe. You're the author and the finisher of what you started me. So I'm not gonna doubt it. I'm gonna hold on to peace. 'Cause if I have you and nothing else, I still have everything. 'Cause if I never see the promise on this side of the grave, my hope might be shaken, but my faith will never break. Because I know the day is coming when you right all of the wrong. So I'll praise you in the waiting, and my faith will stay strong. I'll count it joy when I am tested, 'cause you bring beauty from my pain, it's never wasted. But if I never see the promise on this side of the grave, my hope might be shaken, but my faith will never break. Because I know the day is coming when you right all of the wrong. So I praise you in the waiting, and my faith will stay strong. Because I know the day is coming when you right all of the wrong. So I praise you in the waiting, and my faith will stay strong, will stay strong. young and we were improving, laughing with our friends. Oh, the man's meant so much, baby. Outside the club, cherry bomb. Our hearts were really pumping. Say yeah, yeah, yeah. Say yeah, yeah, yeah. You worry about leaving a better planet for our kids. How about leaving better kids for our planet? Entire generation offended at everything, getting mad that a human thinks all lives matter. We don't need black or white or left or right. All we need is common sense. We need balance. We're all in the same boat. Why you trying to make holes? If they sink, we sink. This is madness. I'm offended that you're offended by me taking offense. Trump can't build a wall. Why does your house have a fence? I believe in two genders. I'm not mad at the rest. I'm just confused when a dude has a beard and some breasts. We won't always agree. No, I don't hate all police. No, I don't think that the system's racist. I just think the system hates people. I see fighting violence with more violence is what they want. Viruses and riots, people dying, we won't stay home. Black lives matter, all lives matter. What's all this division for? It's modern segregation. This is setting up a civil war. Burn the circus down, cause the world is full of clowns. They're all stupid and they're proud, painted smiles on their mouths. I don't hang with bozos, homie, I can't be around you. Anyone who knows me knows my feet don't fit in clown shoes. When I was a child, the only races that we hated were the ones that we ran and didn't win. And we stopped playing with each other, started hating on each other, started noticing the color of our skin. Christians and atheists, immigrants, patriots, we love the country, but we are not saving it. Wages don't raise to the rate of inflation, and half of the country hates all of the nation. It's funny that we think the world owes us something. All the phones got smart, but the people so dumb. We care more about the likes on a selfie than our moms, and the only time we ever speak the truth when we're drunk. We won't always agree. No, I don't hate all police. No, your thoughts and opinions ain't facts, and they are not defining my reality. No, I think picking sides divides is probably what has got us here. United States is great regardless, that's what we forgot in here. Black lives matter, all lives matter. What's all this division for? It's modern segregation. This is setting up a civil war. Burn the circus down, cause the world is full of clowns. They're all stupid and they're proud, painted smiles on their mouths. I don't hang with bozos, homie, I can't be around you. Anyone who knows me knows my feet don't fit in clown shoes. They tell you be yourself and then they judge you on the internet till everybody hates you for it. If Jesus was alive, I swear to God that y'all would cancel him, cause lately being negative's the real new normal. Yeah, if you're thick, you're fat, you're rich, you're bad, you're poor, you're black, you're white, you're whack, they lie, it's facts. My generation needs a bunch of free condoms, cause common sense ain't that common. This is what they wanted, this is how they planned it. This is to control everyone on the planet. And we put each other in caskets, protest and panic, and they take advantage to manage the damage. We won't always agree. No, freedom doesn't come free. No, there was people fighting, dying overseas so that you could have freedom and be home. I think the elites are real, but they ain't drinking baby's blood. They're creating chaos so they have something to save you from. Black lives matter, all lives matter. What's all this division for? It's modern segregation. This is setting up a civil war. Burn the circus down, cause the world is full of clowns. They're all stupid and they're proud, painted smiles on their mouths. I don't hang with bozos, homie, I can't be around you. Anyone who knows me knows my feet don't fit in clown shoes.
Sorry. All right, let's do roll call. For those lives lost on January 6th, Ashley Babbitt, Roseanne Boylan, Kevin Greason, Benjamin Phillips, and on the next day, Officer Brian Sicknick, rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
For those detained, Justin Adams, Howard Adams, Thomas Adams, John Andrews, Tommy Allen, Chris Alberts, Russell Alford, Daniel Ball, Thomas Ballard, Logan Barnhart, Richard Barnett, Pauline Bauer, Roger Bow, Julio Bequero, Luke Bender, Joe Biggs, Aiden Billiard, Joshua Black, Matthew Bledsoe, Eric Bosheen, Kenneth Bonowitz, Brandon Bradshaw, Nicholas Brockhoff, Larry Brock, Jeffrey Brown, Jeremy Brown, Mark Brew, Daniel Caldwell, Cale Clayton, Stephen Capuccio, Matthew Caspel, Mick Chan, William Crestman, Eric Christie, Josiah Colt, Mason Corson, Eric Kramer, Matthew De Silva, Nicholas DiCarlo, Nathan DeGray, David Dempsey, Lucas Denny, Robert Dennis, Timothy DeJargens, Michael Dickinson, Charles Donahoe, Israel Easterday, Michael Eckerman, James Elliott, Daniel E., Robert Fairchild, Brandon Fellows, Kyle Fitzsimmons, Mitchell Gardner, Robert Gieswein, Vincent Gillespie, John Gordon, James Grant, Matthew Green, Christopher Greider, Joseph Hackett, Stacey Hager, Timothy Hale, Thomas Hammer, Kenneth Harrelson, Richard Harris, Joshua Haynes, Stephanie Hazelton, Donald Hazard, Albuquerque Head, Andrew Hernandez, Joshua Hernandez, Eric Herrera, Casey Hopkins, Joshua Hughes, Jared Hughes, Brian Jackson, Raul Jaron, Shane Jenkins, Douglas Jensen, Justin Jersey, Daryl Johnson, Joshua Johnson, David Judd, Julian Cater, Matthew Kroll, Nicholas Langren, Joshua Lawler, Kevin Lyons, Marcus Malley, Christian Manley, Cody Matisse, James Malt, Christopher Maurer, Mario Matas, Mark Mazza, Ronald Maccabee, Patrick McCoffey, James McGrew, David McCoffel, Sean McHugh, Jeffrey McKellop, Kelly Meggs, Jonathan Mellis, Rodney Millstreet, Garrett Miller, Matthew Miller, Jordan Mink, Robert Menuda, Catherine Morrison, David Marshall, Robert Morse, Christopher Moynihan, Jonathan Menifo, John Nassif, Marshall Neef, Daryl Neely, Kirsten Niemela, Gregory Nix, Ethan Nordine, Nicholas Ox, Grady Owens, Jason Owens, Joseph Padilla, Robert Palmer, Michael Perkins, Dominic Pizzola, Michael Pomeroy, Mark Ponder, Sean Price, Joshua Pruitt, Mahela Pryor, Anthony Puma, Chris Quaglin, Barry Ramey, Guy Reffitt, Zach Reel, Stuart Rhodes, Howard Richardson, Thomas Robertson, James Robinson, Michael Roche, Jonathan Rockholt, Daniel Rodriguez, Greg Rubenacker, Jeffrey Sable, Ryan Samsel, Robert Sanford, Ronald Sandlin, Salvador Sandoval, Deborah Sandoval, Peter Schwartz, Christian Secor, Hunter Seafried, Kevin Seafried, Grayson Sherrill, Jeffrey Show, Jeffrey Sills, Glenn Simon, Mikhail Sly, Charles Smith, Tommy Smith, Hatchet Speed, Peter Stager, Shelley Stallings, Davin Steiner, Tristan Stevens, John Strand, Andrew Taki, Enrique Tario, George Tenney, Jacob Thayers, Isaac Thomas, Devlin Thompson, Dustin Thompson, Hector Vargas, Shelley Varney, Edward Vallejo, William Vogel, Jessica Watkins, William Watson, Matthew Webler, Thomas Webster, Jack Whitten, Anthony Williams, Riley Williams, Timothy Williams, Duke Wilson, Ricky Wilden, John Wright, Kyle Young, and Philip Young. And those we've lost to suicide, Christopher Georgia, Matthew Perna, Mark Unks, and George Meacham, rest in peace. Let's say her name. Ashley Babbitt, Ashley Babbitt, Ashley Babbitt, Ashley Babbitt.
Say her name. Ashley Babbitt was a victim. I'm screaming USA, free the real Jan Sixers. She's a patriot who was let down by the system. I'm screaming for the fallen so nobody will forget them. Air Force veteran, wrapped in a Trump flag. It's Trump 24. You know we about to run it back. Nothing will stop us. We about to get it right. They can try and try, but the storm is here from dark to light. Ashley Babbitt, yeah, yeah, yeah. Ashley Babbitt, yeah, yeah. Say her name, yeah, yeah. Ashley Babbitt, yeah, Ashley Babbitt, say her name, Ashley Babbitt. Whoa, 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 whoa. Ashley Babbitt, whoa, whoa, Ashley Babbitt. Shout out Mickey, we could never feel your pain, but just know your daughter's life won't be taken in vain. Shout out Sarah McAfee, yeah, I'm sending you strength. I hope they let your husband out of that prison today. Ashley served in Afghanistan, she served in Iraq, and she died for her country from a senseless attack. Yeah, we waiting for justice, cause Ashley was innocent. Mainstream won't cover it, they all just too ignorant. If a white girl shot a black man, they would say that's different, but the story didn't fit the agenda they pitching. Rest in peace, Ashley Babbitt, we feeling your energy. Say her name, Ashley Babbitt, this song's for your memory. Rest in peace, Ashley Babbitt, 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 say her name, 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 Ashley Babbitt.
Okay, so it has been a busy week in D.C., you know, Congress being in session, and we sat in with Steve Sund yesterday, and you know, there was a lot that went on the record that I hope leads to bigger things. And, you know, we've just got to keep pushing that. And, you know, today we sat in with the very deceitful Merrick Garland. And, you know, it's difficult to be in there because it does cause like a visceral reaction. You know, we were not part of the whoever did the yelling at the end about the DC gulag and everything. I really wish we had left right before then. But there were some tough questions that were asked of him that he most definitely danced around. And we know why he dances around them. And, you know, for most part, it seemed like what the...
刚才他会怎么会反过来的？啊？是吧？奇怪。
White House.
heard an old story, how a Savior came from glory, how he gave his life on Calvary to save a wretch like me. I heard about his groaning, of his precious blood's atoning. Then I repented of my sin and won the victory.
Oh my God!
Oh, victory in Jesus, my Savior.
Very gutsy.
He sought me and bought me with his redeeming blood. He loved me and all my love is due him. He plunged me to victory beneath the cleansing flood. I heard about his healing, of his cleansing power revealing, how he made the lame to walk again and caused the blind to see. And then I cried, dear Jesus, come and heal my broken spirit. And somehow Jesus came and brought to me the victory. Oh, victory in Jesus, my Savior forever. He sought me and bought me with his redeeming blood. He loved me and all is due him. He plunged me to victory beneath the cleansing flood. I heard about a mansion he has built for me in glory, and I heard about the streets of gold beyond the crystal sea. Oh, about the angels singing and the old ancient story. I sing up there the song of victory. Oh, victory in Jesus, my Savior forever. He sought me and bought me with his redeeming blood. He loved me ere I knew him, and all my love is due him. He plunged me to victory beneath the cleansing flood. I know Loving in the morning, loving in the noontime, loving when the sun goes down. Good God Almighty, I hope you'll find me praising your name no matter what comes. 'Cause I know where I'd be without your mercy, so I keep praising your name at the top of my lungs. Is he good? Is he God? He is good, God Almighty. Jesus in the morning, Jesus in the noontime, Jesus when the sun goes down. Jesus in the morning, Jesus in the noontime, Jesus when the sun goes down. Hope is real, nothing less. In Jesus' blood and righteousness, I dare not trust the sweetest friend, but wholly trust in Jesus' name. In darkness seems to harmless way, I rest on His unchanging grace. In every high and stormy gale, my anchor holds within the gate. Christ alone, cornerstone, we can make strong in saving love. Through the storm, He is Lord, Lord our Lord.
Hello.
Hey there, hi there, ho there, who there, how there. Welcome to another fun-filled evening of Talk to the little furry, fuzzy little pets that are inside the DC Gulag. How are you guys?
We are fantastic. It is another glorious night out here on Freedom Corner with nothing but patriots and wonderful police officers protecting us.
All right, well, wonderful, wonderful. In here, we've got about 5, maybe 4.5 minutes to the anthem. One of the things that, as far as news goes, is we just learned and just saw, I was actually in the shower so I didn't see it, but the Proud Boys just got their temperature taken, which means that they will most likely be pulled out of the pod at about 5 or 4 this morning, start their travels to wherever their destinations are, and that typically takes 4 to 6 weeks, sometimes longer, depending upon well, I don't know if it's the marshals or the BOP, but there's a term for it. They call it diesel therapy. And that's where they just drive you around for a long time before you get where you got to go, because they want to make it sure you're disoriented, you can't contact your family. It's just another form of harassment. So we'll see. Hopefully it doesn't happen to them. But so just letting you guys know that the Proud Boys, at least 4 of them, I believe, we anticipate them being taken out tomorrow morning. So that's the latest in there. Let me give the 3-minute warning. Hold on. 3 minutes! 3 minutes! All right, how about you guys? What's going on?
Well, we went to Congress today, sat and listened to Merrick Garland lie and skirt around, and we listened listen to the politicians lie, and you know, it's so disgusting to me. I do not like politicians.
Do you feel that everybody's lying? Do you feel that they're all part of the same team? Like it's a
yes, I very much feel like they're all part of the same team. I feel like it's a scripted play. It's all theater. Nothing that gets said in these hearings is a spontaneous thing. It's all scripted. The script is in front of them. They know what is going to be said. The questions asked, the answer that is going to be given, all of that is given to them 24 hours before the hearing. So
knowing that nothing's going to happen.
Yes, they know exactly. It's all a scripted play. Like, it is theater. It's so ridiculous. And somehow the American public just eats it up, saying, oh, look at them. They're doing their jobs. They're holding hearings. No, they're not. It's theater. They're not doing their jobs. If they were doing their jobs, there would be accountability and people would be having to take responsibility for their actions. Nothing is happening, you know, like they're still talking about,
and no one's there.
And you know, and they're still saying Hunter Biden's laptop is all, you know, misinformation and disinformation, and there's nothing there, and there's no proof of Biden being the big guy, you know, and there's no proof that the brand is the Biden name and that it's been sold so many times over and over and over again to all these countries. There's no proof. It's just bank records, y'all. It's like hard factual evidence in black and white that is irrefutable, but there's no proof. So, you know, Trump bad, Trump bad, Trump bad, Trumpers bad. You know, that is the moral of the story, and what everybody needs to take home is that Trump is bad. Anybody that supports Trump is bad. Every Trump supporter and Trump himself should probably fall into the pits of hell. You know, like, this is how they think about us. So,
okay, 30 seconds. Let me take this off, and then we'll continue your rant after the anthem. So, no, it's okay. So hold on.
Not a lot to say about
30 seconds.
Hold that.
Three, two, one. Hold on. All right, I am back. So, continue, please.
Oh, I mean, I think my rant was over. I was just saying I hate these politicians. I really do. I don't like people that speak out of both sides of their mouth. in my everyday life. If a person were to speak like that towards me in my life, they wouldn't be in my life because I would have already told them where they could take that hit. So, you know, it's hard to sit in these hearings sometimes.
Well, here's the thing. You guys sit in the hearing. You see it. You see it. You watch it. You can watch nuances. You can watch faces, body posture, everything. Joe Schmo out there just hears what the, well, I'll say quote-unquote mainstream media, i.e. Mockingbird, what they report. And even then, they just get one side of it, of course. So they don't see what you guys see, which is the script. The follow this, follow this, follow this, follow this. And even as you said yesterday, that these people come in, they read their script, and then they leave. No one listens to anybody else's debate or discussion. It's the whole thing's a farce. It really is.
Well, they don't have to listen because they've got the script. They already know what was said, what's going to be said. They already know. So they don't need to be there to hear what anybody has to say because it's in the script. And I don't think America really realizes that these hearings are scripted. Like, they are legit scripted. They get handed a stack of papers 24 hours before the hearing. The questions and the answers are all there. So nothing is spontaneous. Nothing is righteous indignation. It's all theater. And we're the idiots that are lapping it up, going, oh yeah, they're really doing their jobs. No, please. I think that, you know, they've been doing this for so long that the American people, they truly believe that the American people is so dumb that we would never figure out or never be able to know what's really going on right in our faces. And you can tell that that's what they believe of Americans because of the way they treat us. Like, they don't even try to hide their contempt for patriotism, for, you know, like, to have patriotism in America today, you are a communist, or not even, I'm sorry, you're not a communist, but you're definitely a terrorist. So it's very backwards. Everything is very backwards, and hopefully, you know, some great awakening will happen. But when are people going to waken up and realize that they're being lied to about everything?
Oh, is that what someone said?
There's a conspiracy theory that the national broadcast October 4th is going to activate nanoparticles that have been injected into our bodies, and everybody will be affected. Maybe it's going to start the zombie apocalypse. I'm not really sure.
Put your phones in the microwave.
Yeah, put all your phones in the microwave, and put all your TVs in the dishwasher.
Yeah. So here's the theories that we're hearing in here on that one. I'm not a conspiracy theorist, so I got to put that caveat in there. I'm telling you the theories we're hearing in here. One of them is that, of course, that that whatever is theory one is that it's just a 1 minute EBS and that is it. Period. Done. Okay. Theory number two is that after the EBS, there will be a whole bunch of information that comes out that shows a lot of bad things, that exposes a lot of bad things. Okay? That's conspiracy two. Conspiracy three is that there's a lot of bad things that are going to come out. However, there are those that are on the bad side that are saying that you shouldn't watch this because there's some kind of frequency that's going to jack you up. So therefore, they're trying to make it so that those that wouldn't see the bad stuff now won't see the bad stuff. So, and then, conspiracy four is that the good guys aren't going to be showing anything any bad stuff, but that the frequency is going to turn you into a zombie. So therefore, don't listen to the EBS that's coming out. That's the fourth one. Sorry, I forgot about that one. Me personally, no. I'm just going to be like, all right, the TV's on. That's got 1 minute of an EBS, and then after that, well, we will go from there. So, take it as it comes. So that's all I got. You guys got any thoughts?
I mean, I don't really know what to think about all that. It's too hard to wrap my head around a zombie apocalypse right now. I feel like we're kind of living in a zombie apocalypse with all these half-dead politicians making laws and trying to uphold our Constitution or not uphold our Constitution, depending on how you look at it. So if the zombie apocalypse happens, I think I'm going to be prepared. Nicole and I have been sharpening spears at the house, so we'll be ready. We've got a bunch of garlic and
Theory, verbal spears.
Yeah, verbal spears. No. If real zombies come out, we're going to kill them. Make no mistake about it. We will be traveling by rivers because zombies can't swim. And
okay.
And you can catch fish, and you can eat off the river, and you can float down the river. And Nicole's got a plan, and I'm following her. So.
Yeah. Isn't that kind of like the movie Pirates of the Caribbean or Caribbean, where the zombie things go underwater because they're dead anyway, so they just keep on walking. I mean, I don't know.
Every time I think of Pirates of the Caribbean, all I can see is Johnny Depp. I've got a jar of dirt. And then Amber Heard saying he had a jar of cocaine.
That's what he said?
Yeah, Amber Heard in Johnny Depp's trial said he had a jar of cocaine.
Oh, in the trial?
Mm-hmm. And so now all I can think of when I hear Pirates of the Caribbean is Johnny Depp on the boat with that big ass jar of dirt.
Right.
I got a jar of dirt.
That thing with Johnny Depp got more attention than any of this.
You have 1 minute remaining.
Yeah.
It's like, where are people's focus?
Okay, well, he's obviously been hanging out with Hunter, and they obviously lost it at the White House, and the Secret Service found it, but they can't, do any testing to tell them who it is. Anyway, we've got about 50 seconds left. So, let me see my normal spiel. People out there listening, get involved. Right now, we got about a year and a little bit until the next election. Get involved. Be a poll watcher. Sign up to be a precinct committee member. Do something. Do anything. You can't do any worse than the bozos that are in right now. You can't. So, please get involved. You guys out in Freedom Corner, thank you for all you do. Thank you for being there night after night after night after night. And God bless you guys. And God bless America. And the public service announcement number 1 is go to BidenLaptopMedia.com if you want to see what your presidential family is doing on the spare time. And number 2 was
thank you for using.
I didn't hear the warning. Or maybe I did.
Oh yeah, we totally got the warning, but regardless. And he's right, get involved. There's so many ways to get involved. You can get involved by writing letters. You can get involved by becoming activated in your community and activating others. The truth spreads like wildfire, just like lies do. So don't let the fact that we are bombarded by lies all the time stop you from spreading the truth. We have to be strong in that, and we have to be strong in our convictions. So, spread truth, not lies.
Yes. And quite frankly, we shouldn't be sleeping with our phones next to our heads anyway,
Nope, but we should be doing this last song.
Yes, we should. Too many electronics is just too much.
If tomorrow all the things were gone I'd worked for all my life, and I had to start again with just my children and my wife. I thank my lucky stars to be living here today, 'cause the flag still stands for freedom, and they can't take that away. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. to the hills of Tennessee, across the plains of Texas, from sea to shining sea, from Detroit down to Houston and New York to LA. Well, it's right in every American heart, and it's time we stand and say that I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free, and I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me, and I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free, and I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me, and I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA.
Thank you guys for joining us again tonight, as you do every night. We love you. We cannot do this without you. Get involved, get activated, and we'll see you tomorrow night. Oh, I'll pray for you. You pray for me.
I will pray for you.
I need all the prayers I can get. I swear to God.
Oh no, we gotta fit in the giggles. Oh goodness, I Thank you, Steve. Good night, Steve. You take care of yourself. He says, let's go, Brandon.
Amen, brother.
Oh my gosh. Too funny. Oh, you I'm boycotting.
Who is boycotting?
I wasn't, because we ended up
They're always boycotted.
Right?
Yeah, but only girls are allowed to see it.
Oh, for sure. I like this. Grateful. That's a good one. That's a really good one. Yeah. Oh my God, that's good. I can't show everybody. Oh, I love you guys. I'm running out of here quick. Okay. Good night, Annie.
Yeah, thank you. Good night. Yeah. Annie. Yeah. All right, Pages. Thank you. Thank you. Spend the whole night with us. Julius, Kay, Bonnie, Karen, Turbo, Clay. Oh. Hi, Lala. I'm so glad that you are here. James, thank you so much. Priscilla. Karen, yes, thank you. Freedom Nurse, right? Dark Trader. Yeah, good night. Thank you so much. Ladonna Young, yeah. Hi, thank you. Thank you for all your support. Love you all. I will see you tomorrow night. Yeah. Wish you have a great night. Turbo. Turbo coming. Yes, thank you. Whoa, you can play guitar. I love it. Yeah, love you all.
Oh, and then she had her hand on my hair.
Is Torty dead now?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're almost done. Thank you. Why? Always. Roy Long. TP30. Adonna. Still have a great voice. Yes. Miss you all. See you tomorrow.